What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We're back on the Desolation map. And we're back at the mall. The still unnamed mall. I've been putting a lot of work in here. I've been getting some help, which I will talk about in a future video. Thank you all for your help in the mall work. You all being for that. But first, before we can do any mall work, we need to do some redstone. And I've gotten really good at this. It's a no-brainer. I'm on autopilot now with these doors. I remember I was watching a past video of mine and I kind of struggled with the redstone. But looking back on that video, it's laughable. Because I could basically create this redstone device in my sleep at this point. I've done it so many times. So many times. Look how fast I can go. And it works every time. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So I like to do the door first because that gives me a sense of where the customers will be walking in and out of. And that will allow me to understand what I have to cover up. Because as you can tell, I don't want to have this redstone exposed. Of course not. We're going to cover it all up. And we're going to make sure no one knows the redstone's even there. Well, you know it's there. But people who are new to the map will not know it's there. They'll just have to break in the old-fashioned way. So knowing where the redstone is lets me know where I can set up things in my facade. If you don't know what a facade is, it's basically a wall. And that's all the storefront is. It's just a wall that makes it so you know which store it is. That's pretty simple, really. So I like to do the facade first. Well, redstone first, facade second, and then the interior, and then the ceiling. I do the ceilings last now because since we have permanent day, I can just leave it on daytime. I know that there's no rain coming. I just leave the roof open, exposed. And that allows me to see what I'm doing. Because you know, drinking the juice all the time, it gets kind of boring. Not boring, frustrating. You know, you gotta, every 8 minutes, you gotta drink something. It's ridiculous. So I'm leaving the ceilings off to last on almost all my builds nowadays, just to let that good old natural sunlight come in. Did you guys know that standing outside in the sun for 15 minutes a day produces half of your body's required daily intake of vitamin D? Go outside, guys! I know it's so tempting to play Minecraft all day, but you need to go outside every single day. That's what the doctor orders. So, forever, the word forever does not fit, obviously. So I had to make some adjustments, so to speak. A few adjustments, no worries. No worries. Yeah, I kind of struggled with the letter, or the number 1 here. I wasn't sure how to do it. In the end, you guys are going to be mad at me, but in the end, I just went with the simplest way. So I messed around with this 1 for a while, trying to get a 1 that I felt really looked like a 1. But after a bunch of trial and error, you'll see what I end up on. I kind of went minimalistic with this facade. You know, Forever 21's basically, they're just the logo. It just says Forever 21. There's no flair on the outside of their shop generally. So I tried to keep this, you know, kind of simple, kind of minimalistic. I did want to have, you know, bright white was kind of the theme of this. Very bright colors. Not bright colors, but bright white. And you'll see how I achieve that through the use of stained glass. Yeah. I really like doing these facades. They're a lot of fun. You know, you get to play with them. It's almost like silly putty. You just keep molding them and molding them into different shapes until you find a shape that you like. And then you stick with that shape. And then you put them on a newspaper and it reads the newspaper. Do they still make silly putty? I haven't seen silly putty in so long. Oh man, where can I get some silly putty? You know what I mean? Those things are fun. You make them into balls and all sorts of shapes and sizes and all sorts of things. Anyway, let's get to the creative question of the week while I still work on this facade a little bit. And I'm going to start working on the interiors and the walls and all sorts of things. So, our question today comes from Whiscrum. You might remember Whiscrum, my friend Whiscrum, from such videos as Mom's Place and Survival Stories, Season 4, Season Finale. He played Jose. He also did the sign, the Desolation sign, and a lot of other buildings and shops and houses on this map. He's been a friend of mine since the very beginning. In fact, Whiscrum was the second or third, maybe? The second person to ever step foot on a map I had created. So, me and Whiscrum go way back. And funnily enough, he put the most thought into his creative question this week. I could tell that he really wanted me to answer this question, so I'm going to answer it for him. Whiscrum asks, creative question of the week, more like something I want to do in the future. If all the Minecraft YouTubers, which they should, gather together to make a series or a movie with Minecraft, what the story would be, and what would be your role. Which adventure would you like to be involved in? I believe they still don't know the power they're holding in their hands at this industry of entertainment. I believe that we can actually transform Minecraft to another level. What could you do to get Minecraft as it stands now and get it to another level? Alright, thank you, Whiscom. As you can tell, Whiscom's first language is not English, but he does a beautiful job. He is bilingual. He speaks English just fine. But, you know, the few little errors, not a big deal. I understand what he's asking. This is a wonderful question. I'm happy to answer this question. First of all, I'd like to state that there already is a Minecraft movie coming out, and it's going to be directed by Rob McElhenney. If you don't know Rob, he is the creator, the writer, the director, the force behind It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I've talked about It's Always Sunny on this channel quite a bunch. If you don't know what It's Always Sunny is, It's Always Sunny is the funniest show on television. Now, this is not my opinion. This is a fact, okay? This is an undeniable fact. You can show me any show on TV right now that even holds a candle to It's Always Sunny. They're doing things that people are afraid to do. They're doing things that are new, innovative. There's no stupid laugh track that tells you when you're supposed to laugh because the jokes are so lame that you don't even know half the time if it's a joke. Nothing like that. Creative characters, getting into creative situations. Which is why he might be the perfect person to direct the Minecraft movie. This guy is overflowing with creativity, and who better to make the movie one of the most creative games ever made. Alright, I'm excited for the real Minecraft movie. But to answer Whiscom's question, alright, I've been thinking about this all week, Whiscom's question. If I was in Rob McElhenney's position right now, what would I do? If I could write the script and direct the movie, what would I do? First of all, there wouldn't be too many YouTubers in it. I'd handpick a few, a selection. But it wouldn't be full of YouTubers just because, to be honest with you, I don't respect all the YouTubers who do Minecraft. I respect a certain few, and you guys know who I respect in this game. I've said their names countless times. And I respect them all for different reasons, and I would have them in my movie. But there's a lot of people who I feel like are doing Minecraft, or they aren't doing it in the proper way. They're not doing the game service. If you're gonna, make content based on this extremely creative game, you better come with some creativity. You better come with it, because this game's coming with it. And if you're coming with the same old boring survival series where you go fight the Ender Dragon, boring. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I would do the movie as creatively as I could. Now, let me actually back up. Actually, where should I start on this question? Where to begin? There's so many questions going on in this question. He wants to take Minecraft to another level. And I agree with that. We can take Minecraft to another level. And it begins with getting people who aren't into Minecraft into Minecraft. Now, I firmly believe that about 33% of gamers mesh well with Minecraft. They get it. They understand what's going on. The other 66% do not understand this game. And for the most part, the reason is because they're not creative people. They're not imaginative people. They don't have imaginations like we do. And that's not a knock against them. I'm sure they do other things well. Not everyone has a vivid imagination. And it's not to knock them. They're good at other things, I'm sure. But they don't understand Minecraft. And that's a huge segment of the gamer population. So if I were to make a movie, I'd want to make a movie that shows these people the power of unlocking your own imagination. The power of unlocking your creativity. The places it will take you. The way it'll make you a better person. The way it'll make your life better. If you're in touch with your own creativity, there's no bounds. But you're not bound by anything. Because you can imagine something and achieve it. And that's the ultimate power, is achieving your imagination. Anyway, if I were to make a movie, I'd want to combine the real world with the Minecraft world. I'd want to show that these two things are intertwined, they're interchangeable, they're not mutually exclusive, they both exist in the same area. And the way I would do that is I would probably have a protagonist, maybe one at first. And he's a real human, and he's living in this human world. Maybe he's a 15-year-old kid who has to go to school, and he hates going to school, and his friend, he's bullied or whatever. And the way he deals with his problems, whatever his problems may be, is escaping into his imagination, right? And in his imagination, he's building the world he wants to live in. Now, imagine that he's seeing the world that he wants to live in, and all of a sudden it starts turning into blocks. And he's building this world block by block. Anything that he imagines, he can create. And I don't know exactly what the plot would be, but maybe a person would see this. And a person with some other problems would see this, and they use their imagination to deal with their problems. And the world that they want to live in starts being made into blocks. And more people start seeing this, seeing the power of imagination turning into blocks, turning into reality, essentially. I know this is digital, but this is still reality. I know Minecraft is digital, but it's still real. Just because you can't touch it doesn't mean it's not there. It's still real. Because you can play on it. You can invite your friends over to play on your imagination, basically. That's what Minecraft is. You're inviting your friends to play in your imagination. Holy cow! Is that not the coolest thing you've ever heard? Those 66% of the people are... I hate to use the word dumb, because they're not dumb. They just see these graphics, and they look past them. They can't look past them, excuse me. They see these, 16-bit graphics, and like, oh, this is, not worth my time. I'd rather go play a game that someone else has imagined, and I'd rather play 12 hours of their imagination and then never play the game again. That's 60% of gamers, in my opinion. I feel sorry for them. But if they had a movie that showed the true power of human creativity and imagination, I think they might be turned. They might be turned to the good side. The dark side being Call of Duty. Okay. No offense if you like Call of Duty. I mean, it's a good way to let off some steam and to waste some time. But it's nothing like Minecraft, and having the ability to make something that's just an idea into reality very easily in your living room, and then your friends come and play with you. It's so cool. So if I were to make a movie, I would definitely combine elements of real life and Minecraft to show that the things are the same. They're one and the same, and your imagination can get you out of some jams. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I answered all of his question. What would be my role? I think we would build a society. So let's say the original guy rallies a group of people behind him, and they're starting to build an imagination together in the same world, and they come together and they form a society that they've built. And this is true in Minecraft. I've been in a lot of survival worlds, or even creative worlds meant to be played in survival, where people are acting like it's a community, and there's rules and laws and prices for things, and people are very different. There's so many kinds of people. Some people play this game super aggressively, like on factions. Some people want to share and help on their survival world. Some people want to create games. There's so many different things to do, and so many ways people play this game, and so many different types of people, that I think if they all came together on one Minecraft world and formed a society, then that would be a really cool movie. And it'd be interesting to see how the different personality types take on different roles in this imagination society. And by the end of the movie, there would be no more reality. These people would be living in Minecraft, and they'd be living ideal lives because they're the lives that they created for themselves. And obviously there's going to be drama and strife because you're not going to get along with everybody, and there's monsters, and these monsters kind of represent the outside world. You're trying to create this civilization, you're trying to create your imagination, but there's constantly monsters trying to slow you down. And these monsters are your parents, they're the police, they're the laws, they're society, they're your friends. They're people that are getting in the way of your dreams. Whether they do it on purpose or not doesn't matter. But monsters are getting in the way of your dreams, and the only way you can get those monsters out of your area, the only way you can get rid of these monsters is by spreading light. And light, to me, is the imagination. That's the metaphor. You're spreading. That's why I love Minecraft so much. You drop down into this dark, uninhabitable world, and your job is to light up the darkness. That is so cool to me. You're getting rid of evil one torch at a time. And that just resonated with me immediately as soon as I picked up this game. You know, your job is to spread light, and whatever that light is to you, if it's goodness, if it's creativity, if it's imagination, if it's happiness, if it's love, whatever that light is, you need to spread it to all corners of the world. Every single block needs to be lit up with your light, and that's the basis of the movie. That's the movie I would want to make. That's the movie I would want to watch. That's a movie that I trust Rob McElhenney to do. I really hope he can do this justice, because a lot of people are going to see this movie and base their ideas of Minecraft on the movie. I hope it's not cheesy. I hope it's not, the standard, oh, Steve is on this world, he's got to go fight the dragon. I hope it's not that. I hope there's more to it than that. I really, really do. I wish I could have a part in it. Rob, I'm going to tweet this to you. Let me get in your movie, dude. I got some good ideas. You know what? I got some great ideas. Send this out to Rob McElhenney so he sees it, because I want him to know that he has a lot of responsibility. There is a very large, very unique community eagerly anticipating what he's going to do, and he has to live up to our expectations, because we have high expectations. Okay, anyway, thank you, Wiscombe, for that creative that's the kind of question I would ask or answer. Thank you guys for sending me your questions. Send more like that. More questions like that. I love answering those kinds of questions. Love. Love. I am done with the Forever 21. Well, not done. I still need to do employee back room. I still need to do the ceiling. Probably a few little stands here and there. But for today, we're done. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking, for sharing, subscribing. Thank you for your creative questions. Leave one in the comments right now. Leave a creative question like Wiscombe's. Not like Wiscombe's, but with as much thought as Wiscombe put into his. So thank you, Wiscombe, for putting thought into your question. I'm having so much fun, guys. I hope you're having fun watching. That's the mall. We're going to finish this mall up pretty soon. This mall is getting done. We're going to play some PvP. Oh, boy. Anyway, happy Minecrafting. Thanks for watching. Peace.